Okay, I can't tell if you can see or hear me very well, but I'm going to go for a ride. I think you can see out the clouds. There's some kind of storm warning about 4 o'clock, just about 20 minutes. But I'm going to go for a ride. You can join me. Not sure how long the signal will hold out to, so hope you enjoy this. This is a GoPro Hero 8 Black, and I've got a Note 10 that is streaming through the GoPro app using something called Restream.io to send it multiple directions, so you can watch this on Periscope, hopefully YouTube. I gotta check that one, it doesn't always work, but Facebook and a page and my personal page. What else do I got? I don't know, who knows. Oh, and Twitchy. So either way, I'm gonna get going. Got the Apple Music blasting in my ears with my Jabra Elite Sport. So we'll see you later. So if you're watching, I am heading south right now. Oh. I can already feel some raindrops. If you're not from Strasburg, you're going to see some of my favorite features right now. I love the Great Towers. They've seen better years, better days. I don't know if you can see it. Maybe I can tilt that way quickly. There's Rookies off to the right. To the left is the KOA Camp Center. They have these cool, what do you call those things? When the folks who are crossing country in wagons, having a brain cramp here, but you can stand them. This is where you see that we may be on the plains, but it's the rolling plains, not the absolutely flat plains. So there's some good hills, especially if there's a wind, and there's a wind, although it seems to be coming from the north. So right now, this is west. You guys agree that Mini Coopers are cool cars or what? Sadly, you can't see the mountains. The clouds and haze have ruined that. You can see I-70 there. Now we're heading south again. I-70. West is to your right, east is to your left. And turn onto Frontage Road. In the future, I want to take a GoPro video of this with the drone following me. And this is about where I was going to start the drone. The gotcha, as you'll see soon, is there are a lot of telephone poles coming up. And I'm going to try to keep the drone close enough and not on the road. In order to have it follow me. Because you're not allowed to have drones go over vehicles or over people. So I have to figure out a way to have it follow me and not break either of those rules. In this part, the drone could follow pretty easily. However, since the weather is threatening, the drone itself is not at all weatherproof. It's a nice drone, but it's not built for that. You gotta figure anything like that can add weight. Drones have to have as low weight as possible. I have a DJI Mavic Air 2. Tremendous drone. Unlike my GoPro, which you're watching this on, which I could go dive in a pool and it wouldn't hurt it. As a matter of fact, I think the Note 10 Plus that I'm streaming this through may not have a problem going in the pool. Not as deep as a GoPro. I don't think I really want to try it. Whereas I have taken my GoPro Hero 7 and put it for a period of time in my wife's fish tank. There's a video of that. The T-Mobile signal is holding out well. Excuse me. about to come by one of Strasburg's multiple parks. Cars parked there, but I don't see people around. Oh, there they are. Some kind of ball game going on over there. Well, this live broadcast has gone over 9 minutes, which is nice. On the left is housing with some nice fenced in areas for animals. Over on the right is the Mormon church. Hey, look, a couple of horses up ahead. So what I've done at this point is, if it's gonna rain, I'm gonna get soaked. I'm too far away from anything I could go in, unless I decide to try to have the kindness of strangers. Can you guys see in the wide angle lens the horses on the right? So as I'm talking to you, I've got a group called Pop Evil, which is an interesting name, but Pop Evil playing in my ears. Something from their latest album. It's a mix that Apple Music made for me that has Pop Evil and similar groups. You guys can see a substation coming up, which is, by the way, these telephone poles aren't very close here, but that's why there's so many telephone poles, I think. It's interesting to have poles on both sides of the road, as you can see here. Now in my ears are, what's the name of the group? Having a brain cramp here. Blackstone Cherry. Great bunch of guys. Okay. Now this, I'm gonna make sure I don't get run over. This is normally where I stop to take a water break, but sadly, I forgot to bring my water with me. So let's stop here for a second. I'll let you look at the cows. So I'll tell you how I'm doing this. I don't know how well you can see me or not, but basically I've got a GoPro Hero 8. See my whole face or just part of it? GoPro Hero 8. I have a Note 10 Plus, Samsung Note 10 Plus. Got my Elite Sport, Jobber Elite Sport headphones in. I don't need that to stream. But to stream, I've got the GoPro app on my Note 10, and then I'm using something called Restream.io that allows you to send one signal and it spreads it out. And that allows me to have this going on YouTube and Periscope and 2 Facebooks and Twitchy. So wherever you are watching this, or if you're watching this video, if I put it up afterwards, there you go. Some other things I recommend. I love this helmet. Yes, I am a nut job. This Casio watch, although I also have a Samsung Galaxy watch. This G-Shock watch I've had over 10 years, maybe 15. I don't know if it's going towards 20. And it keeps running, sun and radio controlled. I love these gloves. They're Aerotech. Got them on Amazon. Anything else? Oh, and I'm trying these Hyaspor. I think that's how you say them. I don't know if you can see them. These Hyaspor shorts. I'm an Amazon Vine reviewer, and I got these shorts free, and I'm checking these out, and they're awesome. They really are awesome. One of the things I've noticed about these kind of shorts versus the ones that I normally wear, it's just ordinary shorts, is it's amazingly easier to get back and off and on the bikes with some stretch going on, plus amazing pockets. Is there anything else I can tell you about? Oh, EMS, Eastern Mountain Sports, out of the New England area. They have the awesome stuff, like these shirts that I wear all the time. They're Techwick. Love the shirts, high quality. I like REI too, but if you like REI, try out Eastern Mountain Sports. They're a smaller company, and their headquarters were where we lived in Antrim, New Hampshire for a while. Their headquarters is in Peterborough. Wonderful company. So I think I've done everything. We get back on the bike. I'll see you again when I get to the Strasburg Convenience Store. Now the wind is blowing directly at me. I am going east. Well, I guess not direct, it's kind of a northeast wind, or from the northeast. Should be interesting going up the final hill I'll have to go up. Wind is definitely slowing me down, and it should be making hearing me interesting. The other thing to remember is I'm behind the GoPro, so if you can't hear me well, that's why. GoPros generally have decent wind cancellation, but they can't have mics. They don't have unidirectional mics heading backwards. Look at that cute little bird. I don't know if you guys can see that. Here's another one of the fields in Strasburg, although restricted property. This one's a lame one. I'm not gonna say exactly who I think built it and hasn't kept it, but it's a good rule of thumb that when counties and governments make deals with developers, don't expect the developers to do any more than they're legally required to by the agreement. So right now I'm heading north. You might be able to see the water tower in the distance, about, I don't know, 1:30. The rain towers are about 2 o'clock where I am. Coming up to a house that has some kind of neat cars. I don't know if they're any good, if they run, but they're nice. So yeah, something to think about. Right now we're in Arapahoe County. When I get to the convenience store, and I'm not sure exactly where the line is, but when I get to the convenience store, it's Adams County. So can you guys see those cars? Kind of neat, huh? There's a guy right in the middle of the road. The wind's pushing really hard. Sure enough, we'll go up the hill in a high wind or a heavy wind. Good afternoon. So this part of the hill is not bad, it's just long. Now Pop Evil's playing in my ears again, one of my favorite songs. chance. The 100 and the 55. I'm still alive. Back over I-70. Kind of cool. Because when you decide you're going to cross the road, you don't want it hard to get going. Okay, what do you think? If you want to come in the store, I'll have to keep the camera up. I'm pointing at people, but I can bring it in. Let me get this situated. So if you wonder why I carry all kinds of toys with me, this is why. Okay, this can work. Stop the music in my ears so I can hear people. Oh wait, gotta put my mask on too. Can't go in the store without a mask. Do you know what this is? Go ahead and comment below. Who is this mask in honor of? Okay, let's try this. I don't know how this is going to turn out, folks. Oops. No idea how this is going to turn out. It's going to look good or whatever. There we go. Get my phone. Let's put the phone in the pocket. Get my bag. Okay. So here we go. Oh, gotta get a 0 bar. See that? If you've never had one, you should get one. Soda. Either do Diet Pepsi, that's my norm, or I do Mountain Dew. We'll go with Diet Pepsi, and then come here and pay for it. I seem to prefer that. How are you? Good, I'm live streaming. That's why I don't have it pointed at you. Unless you feel like waving. See? That's why I don't have it pointed at you.
Well, thank you.
You're photogenic. You shouldn't worry about it.
Just this for you?
Just that, if it's all right.
$3.71.
I mean, unless you had chili, but you still don't have chili. When's the chili come back?
I have no idea. Nobody's actually talked about it yet.
Well, tell them somebody asked.
I will.
Please. Seems reasonable.
Heck yeah, I'll definitely ask.
Okay.
Lucy?
Nope, I'm good, thank you.
Have a good night.
You too. Again, I have no idea how this looks. Just what you need to see. Container. Start the music back up. Okay, stopping one more time. Diet Pepsi. There's somebody sitting there, so I didn't want to really make him feel weird. Not like I don't make other people feel weird. You gotta admit, it's pretty cool. I don't know if the battery on the GoPro Hero 8 was fully charged, but it says it has 26. Here, let me put my glasses on. See what it says. 36. It's got 36% left. I can keep recording for 4 hours and 23 minutes. One of the nice things about the streaming through the GoPro is you can turn on the hotspot for your phone, and you can use that. It's better, like when I stream the birds in the backyard, I use the house wireless, and that works out a lot better. Whereas if you start trying to watch it the first time, it stopped. There's an area near our house. There's a whole house is fine for T-Mobile, but this area near the house where it dropped. But since then, as you can see, it's now been going 32 minutes and 17 seconds. So what you need to do, so what I would say is, once they have it again, you need to come here and you need to get their chili. It should come here anyway. And then of course, if you've got to watch your weight like I do, make sure you get this. And this, I know this doesn't, this is kind of like an oxymoron, isn't it? Diet Pepsi and a candy bar. So what's interesting is these are, 230 calories. Go check out one of the protein bars sometime and see what it says. I get up right now, but I don't want people stealing my GoPro and my paperweight. This is an amazing device. Yes, I respect people who stand up for what they believe, but I will not kneel for anybody but God, and I will not kneel when the flag's going. And that doesn't mean anybody who kneels when the flag's going is bad. I'm just pointing out myself. And the thing with this, the paperwhite is just a nice thing. This cover's by a company called, is it Moco? I don't know how they say it. And they've got a weird font, so I can't make it out. But they're very inexpensive on, looks like a K, on Amazon. But although I like Paperbooks better, this Paperwhite, it's waterproof. You can actually listen to audiobooks, although you have to have Bluetooth headphones to do it. So, but either way, getting back to this, 230 calories. It's a great candy bar. Although they've got the, between you and me, they have M&Ms with caramel. It's probably just a limited edition thing. Those are pretty good. And they're actually, I think the total pack of those is only like 180 calories. Makes me want to figure out how I can get another 50 calories of it, but I've never been able to figure out a way to do that. Now, you really don't want to watch me eat, but I'm not going to turn off the camera right now. I don't know if I'll have time to put it, I don't know if the battery will last to put it back on the bike and stuff. And I'm going to just eat and get going, because I realized if I start reading this, that's going to be kind of boring for you, won't it? Not that you're not already bored. Notice white chocolate. You guys see what the weather is out there right now? It's been a lot. It's been cloudier this whole season, this whole summer. Well, actually, it's been cloudy all the time, but for summer it's been cloudier. You got your souvenirs here. Got some glasses. Did you figure a card for somebody special? Look at that. You may not have heard, but the manager here passed away unexpectedly last week. So, if you're a praying type, if you're not, you should be. We can talk about that some other time. But if you're a praying type, please remember Jan's family, your friends, and the people here. It doesn't matter how close you are to your coworkers. Losing one, especially suddenly and unexpectedly, like Jan's passing. And Jan, she just was, when I come in here, she brightened my day. I mean, they generally do, but Jan, I would especially call out as one of the ones that's brightened the day. And as a matter of fact, it's in some ways, Strasburg Convenience Store is part of the reason that we moved to Strasburg. My wife and I drove out here in a winter storm just to look, and it was bad. We shouldn't have gone on the road. We came into the convenience store, and a guy named Dave, who, it's been a while since he's worked here. He's been back and forth, but a really nice guy. Really nice guy, convinced us this was the type of small town that we were looking for. Although you'll find those kind of people all along the I-70 corridor, luckily. We're blessed to live in this area. See, normally I turn off my webcam when I'm eating at work. But again, we're stuck. You can turn it off if you want. This is really a more perfect drink than a Diet Pepsi. So have you guys watched any baseball yet? If so, how's it been? Any good? I'm from New England, so I'm a Red Sox fan. Don't hate me. Don't be a Yankees fan, that's what I can tell you. One of the nice things about T-Mobile is you get MLB TV every year for free. You don't say I watch it much, but it's nice. Although, I went to use it the first time this year. There were only 2 games on teams I was terribly interested in, but I figured, hey, I'll just throw it on. Both of them were blacked out, and they weren't local. It must have been a nationwide blackout, because it wasn't like Colorado. The Rockies were playing somebody. Ingredients. I like the first two ingredients. Number one, reservoir. Number one, sugar. And number two, you guess what it is? Number one, sugar. Number two, corn syrup. And number three, vegetable oil. Looks like it's a mix. Then skim milk. Why would you skim it? At that point, you're already totally healthy. You might as well keep it full. Then all kinds of words. Yeah, you'll be glad to know. Look, it's got mono dash and diglycerides. Mono dash and diglycerides. Or sorbitan tristearate. See, it's because of stuff like this and what's in here that when I die, my body won't decompose. It's got all kinds of, stuff that caffeine. I can't believe it. No, I can't. There's so much.
There you go.
So it's got two kinds of.
You too, thanks.
Number one, carbonated water. Number two, number two is caramel color. That can't be good for me. But trust me, if this was going to kill anybody, ask my wife. It would have already killed me. I drink enough of this for the entire town of Strasburg. Excuse me. So the battery says it still has. Oh, it's hard to see. 23%. That should be enough to get home. So let me get these things put together. Throw the trash. Don't throw out the soda. It's like gold. So I would say something thoughtful, but that's why I have Alan's thought for today. You should watch for that. Maybe I can link to the page from Strasburg Rocks too. Well, better take a class of the other ones. Have you ever done this? Have you ever gone to put your... So I didn't really need to put these on, well, except to look at that. It's really for reading and stuff, but sometimes I'll go like this. I'm like, boy, they're not... Oh, forgot the glasses. So, Michelle, you're watching. Michelle's my wife. Keeping track of me. So you have to put a camera on each time. And then if I ever do have that heart attack, you'll know because the bike will go down. Okay, what do we got going here? Glasses back in there. So should I wear it like a politician? Lecture you about wearing a mask and then have it under my nose and stuff? Is that how I should do it? Sorry. I don't really have high opinions of politicians, regardless of party. And if you're a politician, I don't mean you specifically, unless you're certain politicians. There are good politicians, and there are bad politicians. I just think the statistical chance you're a bad politician is more than the average in the population. Do you love how it steams your glasses? It's got to be my favorite. Sit here temporarily. And I'll have to take it off the thing again. Let's dump the trash out.
Well, I guess you can't.
Okay, back outside. Let's see, how do I do this without dropping and breaking something? Oh. I'm gonna need both hands up this way. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Just a second here, folks. One of the advantages to having a tripod is I can just go like this for a second, huh? There we go. Let's fall over. A little off kilter, but it'll work. Okay. Again, your case for your GoPro. This. How much time do I have left? 16%. You see, I can read it. It's kind of a combination. I bet you guys, but it's like if the light is wrong and it's small, then it's hard for me to see. Put that back in there. I'm gonna put this on my bike again. Go. So what do you think? Are you ready to go home? This is a beautiful place. Although I'm still partial to it. I'm probably here for the rest of my life, so I'm not complaining about it. So I don't know when I'm going to lose you. We'll hit that spot that I told you there's a signal issue. Good afternoon. Good. See these Strasburg gardens off to the left. I think I should go in there, but they're neat. Well, I think the giraffe scares them when I'm nearby. American flag, more power to it. Something else I would suggest to you, if you are a protester or one supporting protesting, don't lose track of the fact, again, support protesting. It's because you shouldn't lose track of the fact that your ability to protest is because this country is great. You see off to the left, got the Presbyterian Church. Can't remember the guy's name. Wonderful minister. Anybody I've met there is also really nice. If you were to go down the left at this one, it would be the Lutheran Church. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Love your dog.
Thank you.
Speaking of dogs. Way down, no, way to the left would be the elementary school. If you're not familiar with Strasburg, all three, the elementary school, the high school, and the middle school are all next to each other. I don't want to say one big campus, but it sort of is. Look at that. The head's a little blue sky. I don't know if you guys can see the water tower to about 11 o'clock. So again, if you're not familiar with Strasburg, you might say, why is there a large housing complex in the middle of the country? That's because it costs so much to be in the middle of the city or the suburbs. And so this is not the only housing complex. This is Coyote Ridge, Blackstone Ranch, which is the road that I was just on before this. It's on a little further down across from Coyote Ridge. And then there's Wolf Run. Sorry folks who live there, I forgot the name. But all built by Paul's Homes. And we're happy. I know anytime you have construction, people can have different experiences and different opinions. But we've been happy. I can't remember if I checked the mail yesterday. When we first looked at this complex, it bugged me that the streets were so straight. If you go into housing complexes back, say in Aurora, back Denver way, they often have twists and turns. But I've grown fond. Probably the biggest issue with straightaway like this. You want to try to guess what the biggest issue with having long straightaways like this. That's right. The speed limit might be 25. But some people are going fast. They can go straight. Hey, how are you? Good, thanks. This is Home Sweet Home. Second. Still streaming. Yeah, look at that. 51 minutes. It says I have 4%. So maybe here, I'll show you something that my wife got that I really like. She and I put together too. So she got this home thing here. I bought this from somebody local, Horseshoe Cross. She and I put this together. Nice bench got from the Tractor Supply. And she did these chairs. Luckily we didn't have to put the chairs together. But being that I've only got 4% left, it's probably a good opportunity to say goodbye. Thank you for joining me on this ride. Let me try to do this great.